Alright guys, today I got myself a Leatherman Wingman. A little multi-tool. I decided I wanted to give myself a new one because I wanted to kind of replace this one right here by Sheffield. Not that it was broken or done anything. It's actually, I've had this one for about 8 years now. And it actually came with a little pocket knife. I lost a knife somewhere. I can't even remember where. And also with a little LED flashlight. So it was less than $10, you know, so I guess that's really considered cheap in the multi-tool world. And but at the time I never knew better, you know. I've always carried a multi-tool, and I always just got the little cheap one that was at the auto parts store, you know, in the front counter kind of area, you know, where they have the candy and everything else. And it served me well. I mean, I gotta admit, I probably use this more than my pocket knife on a day-to-day basis, you know, just because there's always something, whether you know, I come into a situation where I could use the needle nose pliers or the pliers to try to take off a screw, a bolt, or you know, the screwdrivers and everything like that. So, you know, this has served me very well, but I decided, you know, like, let me get something of better quality, see if it'll work even better for me. And I know this isn't top of the line, you know, it's kind of a low end as far as Leatherman's concerned, but it's still considered better quality than the Sheffield. So, you know, it's got the flathead screwdriver with a little file. It's got a two-dimensional Phillips head screwdriver, can opener / bottle opener. What is that? Little scissors there. A knife. I think the scissors and the knife are available through the outside. Another flathead screwdriver. So it's got quite a bit of functions there, and it's also spring-loaded, just like the Sheffield also is. So, like I said, this actually served me very well. I think it was only like about $6, including the pocket knife and little LED flashlight. So I think I got more than my money's worth on that one. But you know, it's time to move on. You know, that and this little pouch has actually been coming apart. If you could see right there, you know, the Velcro doesn't really work anymore, and it slipped out on me once. This one actually comes with a belt clip. It doesn't actually have a pouch to go with it, or yeah. But let's open up the box and see what we have here. Let me actually use the knife on my little Sheffield here. It's probably one of the rare occasions I actually use the knife. Okay. Well, let me come from behind the camera before I stab myself. Alright, so here it is. Right away, one of the things I do like this as compared to my old cheap Sheffield is that it's actually smaller, or should I say thinner and lighter. It's not as thick from the side. The handles are not as wide, which I'm not sure if people will find that good or bad, but as far as carrying and everything like that, it's smaller and lighter. There's the belt clip right there, so it'll actually go in my pocket. You know, I didn't actually mind carrying it inside the sheath on my belt. I had actually two different types, so you could have it where it stood straight up, or also where it comes through here and you had it sideways. I usually carried it sideways because that's when it actually showed the least. But now we got this one here with a pocket carry. It looks like you can actually reverse the sides of where it's carried. So if you don't like it going in through here, you can put it over here, or any of the clips right there. You know, I gotta say, right away I could tell the difference in quality. The Sheffield never let me down, but this one definitely feels like it would last longer than the Sheffield one that I owned. Here's the knife, and it does, if you can see that right there, it does lock. So the Sheffield, none of them locked, and you know, I never had an issue with them not locking, but it's nice to know I have that extra security. Sorry guys, my dog keeps bothering me, but it's a half serrated, half what do they call that, like a hollow grind edge blade. Has a little, I guess what some people call like a spider hole to open it with. It does have a nice smooth glide, so it does have a little play. It's not actually to the blade, it's actually to the handles themselves. Huh. Okay. Let's come around to the other side. What's right here? Nothing there. Come around to the other end. Oh, there's the scissors. And these lock as well. I've never actually used the scissors on a multi-tool. I mean, the Sheffield was not the first multi-tool that I owned. Like I said, I always had them every time something would happen to one. Usually I would lose them, to tell you the truth. I would end up going and just, once again, just walking into an auto parts store when I needed something, when I was going to do my oil change, and then there'll be one inside the plastic wrapping at the front counter, by the candy and chips and everything like that, and I would just pick one up real quick. So, like I said, this is the first one that I've gotten that's been more than like $8, and this cost me $30, by the way. Let's open it up. These are also spring assisted, I guess, which is not necessarily common to all Leatherman tools. But one thing that the Sheffield didn't have, that some of my other multi-tools had, and this one does as well, is looks like a little wire cutter and stripper there. The needle nose is nice and thin, so I like that. What else do we have here? Alright, so some of the tool located inside. Looks like you have to, little edge right there to pull it out with your fingernail. So here's the, I guess what they're calling a package opener. So whenever you get those like containers where they have the wrapping all around, and you have to go get the scissors, cut the edge, and I have to admit several times in opening those packages I've actually cut a little bit of the product, so I don't like that, but I guess this is supposed to slide through and make it easier to open. Here we got one of the flathead screwdrivers with a file right there. Here's the bottle opener and can opener right there. And that looks to be all on this end. Let's see, over here. We just have two on this end. We have that little two-dimensional Phillips head screwdriver right there. Never actually used one of these yet. I'll be interested to try it out one day. And here looks to be another flathead screwdriver. And is it bigger or smaller than the other one? Let's see. It's definitely wider than the other one, so. And that seems to be all the tools right there. So, It does feel good in the hand. It is lighter than my old one. Just so you guys can kind of see as far as like how much thinner the handles are. I mean, I think it's pretty obvious right there. This one's definitely heavier with some grooves, I guess, right there to help with the grip. This one does not have that. It looks like it's just stainless steel, but I'm excited to get this. I can't wait to have some sort of issue, which is kind of funny, to try these out with. So thanks a lot, for watching this. I can't wait to try these out again, and I'll probably see you guys again soon.